The purpose of this video is to walk you through the steps in order to submit your technology standards for instructional personnel form. To begin with, you want to go to the Loudoun County High School site. When you get here, go ahead and click on Resources. From Resources, click on TSIPs, Technology Standards for Instructional Personnel. Here there's going to be 2 documents you can download. Go ahead and download each one of the documents and print them out. Pause this video while you're waiting for the documents to be printed. When you open up the documents, you're going to see the first one is actually going to be the form, and this is the form that you are going to submit to the state. The second document is going to be actual ways and ideas that TRTs have created in order to help you meet the standards. So let's go back and look at the form. In the form, you're not going to handwrite on the form. This is a technology form, so you actually want to type in your last name, comma, first name, middle name, and then your PID number. And then looking at the form, there's various standards that you need to meet. They go from A to H. Down here, observation of teacher usage of technology is pre-filled in with teacher technology portfolio reviewed. And here's where you're going to print your name and date, and then you're going to sign it. And then over here, your principal or supervisor is going to print their name, and your principal is going to sign it. So let's go look at the individual standards. There's a total of 8 standards that you need to meet, and each one actually corresponds to a letter, A through H. The first one is demonstrate effective use of a computer system and utilize computer software. So initially when the TSIPs came out, at this point a teacher would stop and go, well, what exactly does that mean? So this is when TRTs came around and kind of came up with a cheat sheet that you could use to give you some ideas of how you could meet that standard. So flipping back over to the other document with the ways and ideas to meet the TSIPs, look for Standard A. There's the same standard, demonstrate effective use of a computer system and utilize software. And here's 3 possible ideas that you could use in order to meet that standard. You only need to have one way to meet the standard. It does not have to be one of these 3 ways. You're still more than welcome to come up with your own way. If you do decide to use one of the ways that a TRT has provided here, all you need to do is take the exact verbiage from the ways and ideas and come over under description of evidence, and you're actually going to type that phrase in. And then what you'll do is you'll take this printed out hard copy of a website from the internet, you'll go ahead and print it out, and you'll label it at the top with A. And then you'll go down and you'll move to Standard B, apply knowledge of terms associated with educational computing and technology. Come over to your ways and ideas, decide if one of these for Standard B actually fits your criteria, something that you do on a daily basis that you would like to use. And if so, go ahead and take the information from here as your description of evidence, enter the description of evidence here, so enter the exact phrase like we did above, and go ahead and print out whatever the documentation is and label it Standard B. You would go through and do this for all standards A through H. Once you have that done, set up a meeting with your TRT. You need to bring this form completed in its entirety with your name, PID, your description of evidence, all the way down to your printed name and date at the bottom. Print that out, bring it to your TRT. Your TRT will then come over to the verification box, will look at the documentation that you're going to bring, and will sign his or her initials in this box. Once that's done, all you need to do is then take this document to your principal and have your principal complete the information from them. The only information that's submitted to the state of Virginia is going to be this form. You do not send any of the printouts that you printed out and showed to your TRT, and you do not send the ways and ideas. This is the only form that the state's interested in. If you have any questions, please stop by the lab. Thank you.